In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to set up a Canon T8i for use in video production class. Start by inserting the battery into the camera. On the bottom side of the camera, use the latch to open the panel and insert the battery with the Canon label facing to the outside edge of the camera. Next, we'll insert an SD card. On the right side of the camera body, push the panel back and pull it open. Then, insert the SD card with the label of the SD card facing the rear of the camera. Next, we'll make sure that the camera's autofocus is turned on by checking the switch on the lens and making sure it's set to AF, and we'll also make sure that the image stabilizer is turned on. In this class, we'll be using our camera in manual mode, which means we're going to need to set the program dial on the top of the camera to manual. Rotate the dial until the letter M lines up with the white line on the chassis of the camera. To access the video menu options, we'll need to make sure we turn the camera on to the video mode. Turn the power selector on the top of the camera past on so that it lines up with the little video icon. Next, press the menu button on the rear of the camera to bring up the menu options on the display. The Canon T8i is equipped with a touch screen. After pressing the menu, if you do not see these options, touch the camera icon and then touch the number 1 to bring up this menu setting. Next, select movie recording size from the menu. Touch the one in the center of the bottom row that says full high definition at 23.98 frames per second. After you make your selection, press the set button in the middle of the quick control dial on the rear of the camera. Next, select sound recording from the menu. We want to switch this to manual so that we can see the audio levels that are actually being recorded by the camera. Select the sound record where it says auto and then touch manual to activate that setting. When you're done, press the menu button to return to the previous menu. Next, we want to turn on the digital image stabilization built into the camera. Select Movie Digital IS, touch Enable, and then press the Set key on the back of the camera. Next, we'll format our SD card. Select the wrench icon from the menus and scroll down or touch Format Card and hit the Set button to select it. If you have any images or video on your card that you want to keep, do not do this step. If you're using this card for the first time, you'll want to format it so it works properly with the camera. You can touch OK or use the quick control dial on the rear of the camera to select OK and press the Set button. Once it's done, your card is formatted and ready to use for class. The last step is to double check and make sure our date and time are correct. So from the wrench menu, press the number 2 on the back of the touchscreen or use that quick control dial on the rear to select number 2. We also want to turn our auto power off. For this demo, I have it set to 8 minutes so it doesn't go to sleep while I'm recording. Press the set button or touch it, and I like to leave it around 30 seconds. The auto power off means when you're not using the camera even though it's on, it goes into a standby mode so that your battery doesn't get drained. So select 30 seconds, you can touch it or press the set key. And then last but not least, we're gonna go down, touch the date time zone option from this menu, and just make sure that it's got the current date and the correct time. And this is in 24-hour time, so it is displaying 15:54. And now your T8i is set up to use in the video production class.